Hey, good morning, everybody. Time to get started here this morning. I'm running a little late on getting some things set up, and also my hair is doing some stuff. I'm going to. The leaderboard is not running yet, so I need to get that moving. And then we'll do a little npm run start. That should get me a leaderboard in a few minutes. Hey, Surly Dev, thank you, man. I really enjoyed that Live Coders Conference yesterday. That was a new thing for me. Unspecified software here. Clark, good morning. Alexa was... I was holding Alexa back for sure. That was actually a surprisingly easy thing to do to put those intros together. If you guys haven't built with Alexa Blueprints before, I used the custom Q&A template to do it. And it was really easy. I just had to write the questions, and that's why you always heard me say, like, who's our 6th speaker or 7th speaker? These are unique sentences. And then when it heard me ask that question, it just read whatever I had written for the answer to that question. So, Live Coders Conference yesterday was super fun, exhausting to do 6 hours. I watched every single second of every session. I talked with the speakers after their sessions about what they thought and what they did. It was fantastic, but I was tired. And then I did an Alexa stream yesterday, an episode of Alexa and Friends with Rachel Jang, and she was awesome to talk to. But after that, I went and laid in bed for about an hour and a half and just closed my eyes. I didn't sleep, but I was so exhausted from running all that. So thank you guys for tuning into that stuff yesterday. I'm glad you got a chance to enjoy it. I certainly enjoyed getting to do it, and it was amazing hearing some of the women's stories that were there, what they think. Some of them were very technical sessions. Some of them were very insightful about their perspectives on being female in technology, which has its own set of challenges. So I was really glad that I got to. I was really glad that I got asked to participate in that, and I hope I get to do it again. They're not on YouTube, but you can go to the Twitch page now. In fact, here, let me. We'll just jump over to this. I'm in the middle of trying a thing, but we'll jump over to a browser here. If you just go to Twitch, I don't think I have that one on here. The Live Coders. Good morning, Dana Voice. And you go to their videos. Come on. I don't want to watch this video. I just want to click on videos. And the live... Here we go. Live Coders Conference is this link right here. And you get the whole 6 hours of it or whatever it is. So let me drop that in the chat. And if you guys want to be able to watch the Live Coders Conference... Oh, that's June. Hold on. Hold the phones. I was just looking at yesterday's... Yesterday. Because these things show up automatically. Here we go. This is the one I wanted. This is Live Coders Conference 3 from yesterday. And like I said, I was the moderator yesterday, so I got to kind of poke my head in between each session. It was really fun, and a good way to engage and really participate in the community, which is really important to me. So I was glad that I got a chance to do that. This morning, we should have. Let's see how the bot is working. You can see we've already got 4 entries into the raffle. That's super cool. All you have to do is be here and participate in the chat. Just talk to someone, even if it's yourself, and you're automatically entered. Our raffle chat bot is keeping track of who's been here and who's participated. And in about an hour, a little over an hour, we will we'll give 2 Echo Dots away today, and then I'll make a run to the post office. So that's what's going on today. What I'm working on now is playing with my tests a little bit. For the Chatsino, and it's very nice to be able to get things working. I found a function actually that lets me do some of the stuff that I want to do, and I'm kind of fighting with it right now. So the thing that I wanted to see here is that I have let's see, table data, I think. I have game, and then I have all that other stuff. I think I need to... Good morning, Surly Dev. Good morning, Kevin Evans. Fields. How do I want to do this? I have this game record that I create. And then I want to update that thing. What I need to do is pass in the game record. I just really need the record ID. But that's not the way that I wrote this function. So we're not using this for anything else. So let me tweak this up a little bit. Update poker hand. I actually don't know why I built this because it hasn't been used. But I'm updating. I'm passing in the game record. But it's telling me that I'm getting an error, which is cannot read property 0 of undefined. And that's fine. I think what I really want is game.fields. Or maybe just game.id. if I look at the object itself, yeah, I have an ID right here. So if I just say game dot, this makes more sense to me, game.id, like that. Let's try this test again and see. What I'm trying to do is write a couple of tests that, again, because of this is built on so much randomization, like a new hand every time we run poker, all that stuff. What I'm trying to do is get the engine to create a poker hand, a poker game. And you can see that here. That's what poker.play does. It creates all of that infrastructure for me automatically and makes sure that things are working. But then I need a predictable hand. And so what I'm doing now is then injecting a very specific hand. It's King Jack 975. I want it to be a nothing hand, but I want it to be predictable, because what I'm trying to do is make sure that when I write the rest of my tests, that things are held the way they should be held. Now our test still failed, so let's see what we did wrong now. Makes no changes to hold status. But you're not telling me what didn't work. Oh, the async failed. All right. So I'm basically trying to insert and update the specific record in my database for this test hand to something predictable, so that then I can say whether or not, like if I tell it to hold something in that hand, I can check and see if that card's been held. But that requires me to know the positions and the values and suits of each of the individual cards. So it seems like I've got some async issues. Field opening hand cannot accept a value because the field is computed. What are you talking about? So if I look at update poker hand, what do you mean opening hand is calculated? I don't believe that that is a true statement. Did I... Oh, I see. Okay, now this makes a little more sense why it's not working. So I have this opening hand and deck value here. This allows me to read it, but what I need to do is update it, and that is actually found in the video poker table. This is where the raw data for like each individual hand, what the opening hand was, what their closing hand was after they replaced cards, and then what their deck looked like. That way I have an accounting of all 52 cards every time they play. But this is the thing I thought I was updating. So let's look at... I'm updating video poker. It's not a calculated hand. That is long text. And you're saying that this error happens in poker hole? No. Update poker hand line 18. So you're saying that I'm trying to update opening hand, and you're telling me that it is a calculated field. But that's not true, because that's not what goes on in that table. Opening hand cannot accept a value because the field is computed. So am I doing something... What could I be doing wrong here that would cause... I'm calling update poker hand. That's the thing that says it's breaking. But the table of video poker, if we look at the table of video poker, has a field called opening hand that is editable. In fact, I can come into any of this and I can change this to 12 or whatever. All of that is very doable. It's an editable field. Let's fix that just so I don't get weird things later. Okay, so... Why do you think that that is an issue, and how can I change your mind? let's see. So where do I tell it to start? Where's my command? Right there. Invalid value for column. Field opening hand in update poker hand is the issue. But when I call into update poker hand, I'm calling the video poker table, which has opening hand and is in fact editable. I don't know why this would be an issue. My only thought, let's take a look at what I'm passing in here. So I have, good morning, Corey Haynes. I have my fake hand. And we're even logging game.game. Where does that happen? That's here. Hello, W. Giorgio. Good morning to you. Stream for Charities is here. Startup is here. Boy, it's good to see everybody. The Dream Saver's here. Glad to see everybody this morning. It's always fantastic. Thank you, LJ. I'm going to run to the post office today. So I still owe our last winner. I haven't mailed their device yet, but I'll be mailing 3 today, hopefully. Game ID, this is going to be game.game.id. I think this should produce what I want, I think. Let's see. Yeah, unspecified software is usually streaming at the same time here, and so sometimes we don't see him on the stream because he's also streaming, which is awesome because I love tuning in to Clark when I can. All right, game.game is where? Game.game and then game.id. I see there is my unique ID, so that is all working. This ID right here is the thing that I'm pointing to. That's what I want when I call this table. Startup, I'm glad to hear yours is still progressing. It's been in Delhi for a while. I'd love to see it show up at your house. Okay. Invalid value for column. Field opening hand cannot accept a value because the field is computed. But if I look at that file, update poker hand, it's right here. I don't understand why. It is very much not a calculated field. I don't know that I need a state machine. Not all the time anyway. But I've been tuning into you secretly. I lurk in the background sometimes too, and I've been loving what you're doing with Svelte and a bunch of other cool stuff. So it's fun to watch, and I know you believe everything deserves a state machine these days, which is cool. Actually, I forgot my water. Let me grab that. All right. I'm with you, Jomo. Okay, I'm getting frustrated. My database is not cooperating with me. Cannot accept a value because the field is computed. It's not a computed field. If I look at the, I don't even have timestamps on these. Let's just add that. Today is the the 20th. Oh, well, that's interesting. How is the most recent record in this database? Oh, I know why. I know why. Oh, thank you, Kevin. I have a lot of random stuff like this. I have a apparel guy that I use for all sorts of things. And every once in a while I'll be like, hey, can you just put this on a sweatshirt? And he'll make one for me. Now, this sweatshirt probably costs $18. So it's not like a high quality whatever, but I kind of like the style of it. And then just to put some text on, it's pretty easy. So he does me little one-off things all the time. So you guys may have noticed I have a green t-shirt that kind of looks like a Green Lantern logo, but it's actually the Alexa logo that's meant to look like the Green Lantern logo. Done a few things like that, or I've just got some random one-off apparel that I've made. I still keep saying we need to open a store, because I think you guys would buy some of the cool stuff that we've made, but haven't been able to pull the trigger on that yet. Okay, so this is a little weird, but I think let's watch this table if I run the test and see if there's records getting in there, because I have some rigging around my test to delete and create everything, create and then delete. So does a record even show up here? Yeah, so there is a record created, and then there's a record deleted because the test is over. But that's when the test is over. So why is it that my test, in the middle of it, when I call update poker hand, let's make this even simpler, game.game.id, this isn't used by anything else, so I should be able to say game ID and game ID, and that should allow me to push all of these things in. I just don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I need to find something else to work on, because this is going to make me angry really quickly. Let's look at another file that we have. We have achievement. This is where we check our achievements, and it's for things like checking royal flushes, straight flushes. What do my tests look like for that? Poker, achievement. 5, 1, 2 pair. Yeah, I'm not even testing all of my achievements. I could do that. I wonder why I didn't finish all those. Lacerated digits. Nice. Easy come, easy go is right. The money can disappear quickly in this little casino. But the nice thing is every time you post a message in chat, you get one more coin. So you're never without some money. You can always just check your balance with exclamation point balance. So yeah, you're never really out of money. You can always try to climb your way back out. There you go. Just won 5 coins lacerated. Nice work. So Clark, 377 coins, man. Get after it. Here, in fact, I'm going to do a... let's do a big one. Slots for $1 million. Ooh, I lost $1 million. Get after it, Jomo. You want to spam? That's fine. I've got mods that'll shut you down. You don't want to spam the chat, but participating in the chat, talking to people, playing in the casino, those are all great ways to go. I'm quickly losing my motivation here. Let's find a way to get some more tests written. So let's take this and we'll just go through and get some test coverage on all of our different things. So if I go here, let's go into the data. We have an achievement table here. We'll look at the poker ones. Those are the first ones I wrote. So we have poker 2 pair. Then we'll do poker 3 of a kind is the next one. So poker of a kind, 1 achievement. So this just means I need to post this to be poker 3 of a kind. And I'm doing all this locally, and then this should be poker 3 of a. Did I do? I probably did it all as one word, right? Kind. All right, let's. Get some tests running and see if they all pass. What are we doing, guys? This shouldn't be that hard. One passed. But we're not done yet. What are we doing? Poker pair count. Where is that? This first one. It expected. Yeah, see, these things should all. Text still says one pair. Yeah, I know. I'll fix that in a second. Three of a kind. Three of a kind, one achievement. I don't really need this big boy for right now. Come on, there you go. Let's try that again. I don't really. This is a new interface even that I've seen where it starts counting the time. I've never seen that before. Did I just get an upgrade to Jest that I didn't recognize? Okay. On 49. What am I missing here? Am I running the wrong file? What am I even seeing here? On line 49, that is not what line 49 looks like. Poker dodge, am I in the wrong? No. That's weird. Poker.achievement.test.js. That's the file that I'm in. Don't understand. I wish I was better at things, honestly. I feel like I beat my head against the wall sometimes for the dumbest stuff. Okay, so I'm expecting the length of the array that I'm getting back for achievements for the user to be 1. What I'm getting back is 2, and I think I know why. Let's try this again. Oh my gosh, W. Giorgio, adding synonyms to 2,000 slot values? That sounds brutal, man. Well, apparently breakpoints do not work when you're just running tests. So let's do... I don't understand why we're getting inconsistencies. You're right, if I deleted all of these tests, it would just work. It's like not testing for COVID. If we just stop testing, we wouldn't find all these cases. There's so much more I could be doing here. But these, I feel like these tests were working. If I take this one out, this is the one I just added. I feel like all of our tests were passing. Seriously, I don't remember ever seeing this little status bar with Jest before. Is this a new thing that I just updated somehow? It's kind of nice. But I don't know why it's doing it. Okay, so it doesn't like me assigning the property. But we got a lot wrong here. Okay. Could not find a record with the ID. Oh, it's because I didn't do the thing. See if that's causing me problems. If I don't initialize my test user. Seriously, I don't think I've ever seen this interface before with the timer. Or the status bar. That feels really new to me. I'm glad it's there. My tests are taking a very long time to run, but it's primarily because I'm talking to my database. I need to stub everything out and mock it, but I just haven't done that. So, cannot find a record with that record ID. So the first thing we do is reset our test user. So let's go look at more things. And that's this. No, that's not this. Well, what do you mean we can't find an achievement? That's the only ID that I'm really playing with here. So we're doing this where? Where do we get that error? Delete all achievements by user, line 16. What? Okay, let's go look at it this way. So if we look at our data, we have user achievement. I could just delete all of these. I don't really need any of them. Let's delete all of these just to see what happens. And if we look at the achievement table, my feeling is that I just got some data out of sync someplace. Because these tests all used to work, and I haven't changed anything. Oh, I got your pun justified. Nice work, Joby Giorgio. Yeah, see, they do pass. I don't know why the timer's still running. And my feeling on why that one's failing, no, see, we're running into the same issue. Okay, let's take a step back. Let's see how many tests are really failing. So if we just say npm run test, let's just run all of them. This is going to take a minute. But I'd love to know why, one, why everything's so slow. Two, why everything is breaking. Now I'm going to have broken tests. That's almost a guarantee. But it feels like a lot of this code hasn't changed in a long time, including the tests. I don't know why they would break. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't see the timer here. I don't see a countdown anywhere. Look at that. Achievement passed this time. So, Trey Last with a subscription. Thank you, man. Always good to see those subscriptions rolling. We're still rolling tests. Let's go. Thank you again for the subscription, Trey Last. Much appreciated, man. Poker Play Pass. That's good. I'm going to have to get back into the business of chatbots soon. I want to do a bunch of cool stuff on this channel, and I've been spending so much time on this Alexa skill in this casino that I haven't had the time that I want to get that thing back up and awesome. We used to have sound effects and all sorts of cool stuff. I like what happens here. I like the conversations. I like the way people are engaged. All right, let's see what's going on. So the ones that failed, what did we fail? We failed 4 suites failed. 7 tests in total failed. That's not terrible considering what we've been working on. Get the new casino turned on for this chat. Yeah, the problem, Corey, what I'm trying to do is get the casino engine to a solid enough place where I can then wrap a chatbot around it. But what I don't want to do is have this mostly done here and then move it over to work on the chatbot and then have it not totally done and then make changes there. And now I've got like 3 versions of the casino again. I really just want to get this thing locked down, which is why I started going through tests to be able to say, yes, this works, yes, this doesn't work, because I feel like there's still things that are a little unpredictable. And if I had done a better job of writing tests early, I would have the confidence now that everything works, but I don't. And part of me, like, there's a little part of me, the Greenfield developer, that's like, just start over. No, there's not a list. I mean, I have a couple of issues logged on the GitHub repository, and I have a to-do list here somewhere of things that I need to still finish up. Like, these are all things that I said I must do before I publish. So, like, we're not done with the APL. We're not done with a lot of the help messages. You know, I've got some things that I need to do, but I've knocked out a lot of the list. So all of that stuff needs to be thought about. Let's take a look at our entries. APL is the visual language for Alexa, so it's the Alexa presentation language, and it is it's basically just a JSON markup for visuals. So I can show you an example of that if I come up here to my APL folder. But that's like how I get the cards and everything on the screen. So this is what APL looks like. And so like this is a template that I call card image. And then down here I have a layout and I say somewhere, yeah, that I have these individual card images and I'm data binding those to specific properties. But this is the layout markup language for making the visuals happen on Alexa. So that's APL. So before I publish this, I would like to have a roulette wheel that spins and lands on the right number. I would like to have video poker completely done and working well. And it is working, but it's not, I haven't finished the layout. I haven't put the odds up at the top of the screen. I haven't formatted it for the different kinds of screens. There's a lot of work to be done there, and it's really slow for me. So I tend to put it off. And then I still haven't even touched on Slot Machine yet, too, which I want animation motion, and I haven't learned how to do any of that yet. Let's see how our entries look. 10 entries already. I agree. But as I think about this Alexa skill, those are all things that need to be done. But right now I'm pretty focused on just getting the engine completed. And, you know, as anyone that's ever worked on software knows, the last 10% take twice as long as the rest of it. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just in that grind of making sure that the last bits are working and everything is tested and proper. That's all. It's boring work, unfortunately, and it's just slogging through identifying bugs and fixing things that aren't always working properly and finding some consistency and refactoring at times. So it's a lot, but yeah. All right, I think it's time to give something away. You guys ready? We got 25 people here. That's awesome. Let's check it again. We had 10 entries a second ago. Entries. 10 raffle entries are here. Let's give an Echo Dot away. RAFFLE. Because I've got a nutso day, and I'm losing my focus on being productive coding today. So I have it typed in. Are you guys ready? Should I do it now? In 3, 2, 1. Ruions! Congratulations. That is the furthest I'm going to have to ship a box. Ruions, congratulations. I think you said you're in Melbourne, Australia. So we'll need your address. I also need to know what color you'd like, what device you'd like. So congrats to Ruions for that. And I'll have to mail that thing out today, buy some postage and send it along. Super cool. I need to know what color device you want, and I need a whisper here on Twitch with your mailing address, and I will send that right out. I also wanted to talk to you guys about something. I don't think I even tweeted about this yet. Let's go look. I'm curious. This is a quick poll, so just say yes or no in the chat. But I would love to know how many of you are aware that there are Alexa-enabled glasses. They look like these, like normal glasses.
I found a few skills that might help. Do
Alexa,
you need glass help?
Stop. But you can see they have like wider
All right.
arms, and all the smarts for Alexa are built right into here. So how many people would want a pair of these? Like would pay for them? Dana Voice is on the list. That's cool to know. I'm just curious if yes or no, if that's something that you guys are interested in, because I found out something awesome yesterday, and this is exciting news for everybody. If you go type in Echo Frames on Alexa, you may be on the list, but they have the 2nd generation of Echo Frames available for pre-order right now. Like, you can pay and buy a pair today. So if you want the ability to be able to buy them, they're coming out December 10th. You'll have them before Christmas. So I'm not giving any of these away. That's a pretty expensive device, but you can purchase them. So if you're somebody that was really thinking about getting a pair of Echo Frames, that's the thing. So if you were on the list waiting for the V1 ones, I think they should have sent you an email saying like, hey, by the way, you could just pre-order Echo Frames V2. I'd rather have the V2 anyway. So you can see at the top here, I have ordered a pair. I will have a pair to play with and try. And then I'm going to take them to my optometrist and see if I can get like some blue light, like somebody just said, blue light filter lenses on it, or gamer lenses, or maybe even sunglass lenses, because I don't really wear glasses. I don't have contacts in. My eyes luckily just work. Anyway, that is, and they have 3 different colors too. You can see that now there is, that's the wrong mouse. You can see that there's black. There's this black with blue. Let's see if I can get closer on the frames. So you can see there's black with blue, which has like that, it's kind of a cool pattern. And then they have black with tortoise, these are the ones that I ordered. So that the tortoise colored lenses are the ones that I got. But that's just available. Another thing, if you were considering buying an Echo, one of the new ones, one of these globe-looking ones like this, they just came out with a new one yesterday. Again, nobody told me. I just happened to find these on the website. But if I say Amazon Echo, and I go to this one. Now, they had it listed separately on the website yesterday, but they have a bright red one. We've never had anything with a bright color like this, but that looks super cool. So that is going to be appearing here on my shelf as well. Pretty cool. So bright red Echo. It's part of the Product Red movement, so I know there's some money donated to that charity as well. It does look a little bit like an old kickball, but I think the red one is pretty awesome. So anyway, one of those is on its way here as well. There's no different functionality or anything like that, but it's kind of cool to have the rare limited edition one. So that will be arriving here soon as well. I think that comes next week. You You purchased this yesterday. It's delivering Monday. Oh, they're delivering it Monday, so you can get one of those pretty fast. The one that I have here is the Glacier White. That's the one that I have here on the shelf. And yeah, if you haven't seen, actually, this was something I was going to show Corey Haynes. Corey, have you seen this? I know it's a tiger, but it's still super cute. If you need an Echo Dot, they make a kitty-looking one, and I thought you'd like that a little bit. So it's a tiger, but they made a Dot Kids edition, which has a tiger or a panda on it. Anyway, I know you're way into the cats, so that's something else to think about. Anyway, what else? Oh, somebody said it looks like a clown nose. Yeah, that's kind of funny. But it's weird to me how I work at the company on the team that makes all this stuff, and every once in a while I just see new things. If I go to this, it was just right here at the top. Like there was a big banner, and it said new devices. I don't even know where I would find that anymore. Is it if I flip through this? I think it was this kind of background. If I hit Black Friday Deals Week. Yeah, I don't even see it now. Yeah, get 3 white ones and make a snowman. That's a $300 snowman, but it's funny. Anyway, I'm super excited for getting the V2 frames. I'm wondering if how different they are or why they decided to launch that so quietly. I know there were a lot of people that were on the wait list for those, and I'm very surprised that they just kind of listed them up there. So I'm really glad to know that you guys are aware that they exist now and that if you want one, you can get one. Somebody asked what the UX is like for the glasses. I mean, it's Alexa, right? The difference is that you have little speakers right over your ears. So the speakers are sitting here right above my ears. It pairs with your phone so you can walk and talk and take this wherever. You don't need to be on your Wi-Fi. And you can make it loud enough that other people can hear, but not in an obnoxious way. But when you keep it at a comfortable volume over your ears, it's comfortable. Like you can hear it, nobody else can really hear it. I joked with my kids that like you should wear these to school during tests and build a skill that has all the answers for your tests built in. You could just secretly be like, Alexa, what's the answer to this problem? Or what's the formula for, calculating momentum or whatever. And she'd know all the answers. So anyway, I think these are kind of cool. I'm interested to see what the new ones come out like. But I really like the idea of having Alexa just around without being obnoxious to the people around you. Why are the frames so pricey? I mean, that's a lot to pack into a little bit of space. But I don't know anything about pricing. I don't know how they decide on pricing. Yeah, you could walk around and gamble at the casino all day, right, Dana? Seems pretty cool to me. What else? What else is going on? Trying to think if there's anything else I can share. Oh, the Alexa and Friends series. If you guys didn't notice, I did an episode of Alexa and Friends yesterday. This is a series that I've been doing where I interview people that are involved in voice, that are people working at Amazon on Alexa. And I had a really good conversation with a woman yesterday from the Alexa Health Organization. But I have a whole bunch of people that are very excited for the opportunity to be on that show. And so I would expect on a regular basis every Thursday, probably till Christmas, with the exception of Thanksgiving, I think we're going to have a guest on every Thursday. And I would expect that not to stop in the new year. So we're going to be bringing on a lot of cool people, but I'm also going to be reaching out to folks like you. I'd like to talk with W. Giorgio. He just came in as I don't think you won, but you came in as one of the semifinalists for the recent hackathon we had. And I'd love to talk to you about your skill and what it is, and be able to, talk about what you learned and what you did and whatever. So I think I may reach out to some of you to see second place. Perfect, W. Giorgio. Congratulations. I know you did an unboxing video yesterday with the stuff that you won. Can you share with folks what you did win? or maybe at least point us to a video where we can see what you got, because I think that's super cool that you did that. But I'm very interested to get some of you on as well to talk about what you're working on, what you're thinking about. We can kind of just get to know each other a little better, because this is kind of a one-way relationship we have right now. I talk a lot and you guys chime in, but I'd love to get to know you guys and what you're thinking and doing and all that kind of stuff too. So I think that's a good opportunity for that. So if that's something that you're interested in, hit me up. Let me know. I'd love to get you on. I'm also trying to figure out how to take the videos that I'm creating and publish them out as a podcast sort of thing, so that people can just subscribe to the podcast and get the episodes when they come out. Startup, I sent you that as a whisper, man. What kind of webcams, microphones I have. So a secret list that I have created. I'll get a link for you here. Oh, I just got really dizzy. Hopefully that does not continue. Let's go to my lists. Come on, stop being dizzy. Okay, I have a idea list. My favorite technology. I think I can share a link to this page. And so let me drop this in the chat, and then I'll talk to you guys about what goes on here. Because a lot of people have questions about the technology I use all the time. And I think I have a list to this, a link to this right on the Twitch page as well. But all of my equipment that I use can be found here on this list. So it's not just what I'm streaming, but it's all sorts of stuff. But if you scroll down in here, you will find somewhere. This is the microphone that I use. You will find that I have like the boom arm and everything that goes with it. The lighting that I use. The camera that I use is up here somewhere. This is the camera that I have. So that list it's a list of the technology that I really like. And it includes silly things like this mouse pad. I use this mouse pad more as a wrist rest than I do a mouse pad, because at my desk when I normally work, I actually have a Magic trackpad, one of the Apple trackpads. But keeping your hand on a trackpad is hard. But if my wrist is elevated, then my fingers just kind of hang, and it makes it really easy to be able to use the trackpad in an effective way. So Dana Voice, awesome. That's super cool. But you can take a look at all the stuff that's on that list. I actually need to update it because I've added a few new things to it. But that list covers just about everything, right? This is the front door lock that I use. I found a cool adapter for connecting my Switch to a TV without a dock. There's a bunch of useful stuff on here, and it hasn't been updated in a little while. But generally, I try to keep this pretty up to date with the things that I use and love. So, anyway, that's my list. It's called My Favorite Technology. So, the lawn mowing people are here. Last time of the year, thankfully. They pick up all the leaves. They do all the trimming. They use a blower right next to my window. And I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, a little lightheaded. Let's give another device away, because I think I'm going to have to end this a little earlier than I planned on. So let's take a look at entries, see if we got any new people. We have 9 raffle entries, so you can see that Ruyan's is out. Ruyan's won, so the raffle chatbot automatically removes them. I don't like getting dizzy. That's no fun. If you are here watching and you have not entered yourself to win, all you need to do is type a message in the chat. Entries. 10 raffle entries. I think Brains Place just got into the list. TeamView, good morning. It's good to see you. Surly Dev is here. TeamView, it's okay that you're late. We already gave a device away. You missed it. But we're going to do another one like right now. So you made it just in time. We've got 10 people. No, I feel fine. Like, I feel like I'm in a good mood. I feel healthy, no headaches, anything like that. But I just felt dizzy all of a sudden. It could be that I stood at this desk, because this is a standing desk that I'm working at. I have a little stool, but I can't sit on it. Like, you still have to keep your balance. And, yeah, I just felt a little dizzy there for a second. I'm feeling better now. But it was way too much yesterday, and I still have lots and lots of things to do today. Okay, let's do this. RAFFLE. If you haven't typed something into the chat yet, this is your last moment. You have to do it before I hit enter. it's not a ball stool. Actually, let's go see if we go to what is it called? I just got an ad from them today. It's not automatic. It's autonomous. 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 I think it's AI. No. I can't even spell. Yeah, it is autonomous AI though. So they make all sorts of cool stuff. This is the company that made my standing desk. So you can buy it in all sorts of things. I should actually add this to my list. But they have office ergo stool. Yeah, this. This is what I'm sitting on when I sit. So it's this stool here. It raises and lowers, but it's not really designed to be sat on without your feet being on the ground. But it's kind of cool because you can just let it go. I've seen some other standing stools that are more like a post. And if you were to get off of it, it would just fall over. This one, like I can sit down anytime I want, but I can't take my feet off, and it will lean over like if I just let it go. So it's still working my core. It's still giving me some of that muscle exercise. But it's a tripod is basically what it gives me. But it raises and lowers. I really like it. I got the green one, so you can see this crazy green color. But that's when I'm sitting. That's what I'm sitting on. It's got a nice big padded top. It's very comfortable, but I should add this to my list. I don't think they sell these on Amazon. I think that's why it's not there. Anyway, that's my chair. We were talking about Sante's here. I think Sante might be a new entry to the list. I don't actually know if that's right or not. Let's see. Entries. We have 13 raffle entries now. Awesome. All right, are you guys ready? Let's do it. RAFFLE. And here we go. Kevin Evans is our winner. Congratulations, Kevin. So glad you could make it here this morning. And I'm so glad that you had an opportunity to win. So thank you guys all so much. It's always so fun to have all of you here and playing and whatever. We'll keep working. We're going to keep grinding on this skill. And I'm going to continue streaming over the breaks. So I don't know if I'll go Thursday morning next week because that is Thanksgiving Day. But most days I will be on. And then I'm actually taking off from work from the December 14th through the end of the year. And so I will be streaming a lot in probably additional times during those 3 weeks because I don't really have anywhere to go or do anything, but I'm not going to be working specifically. So I'll probably be working a lot harder on this skill because I really do want to get it published. So we'll be working on that very, very hard over the last 3 weeks of the year. But for now, I'm going to sign off. We got a solid hour in this morning, and I will be back again on Monday. So thank you guys all so much. Always a pleasure. So great to see everybody here. Let's keep the train rolling. We've got 30 people here. This is amazing. I actually want to go to the... Let's send these 30 people somewhere, right? We should go see something. Go see someone else streaming. See if I can introduce you to someone new. Raid a channel. And there... Layla codes it. That's where we're going to go today. You guys ready? Layla does some really cool stuff and is a fantastic streamer. I think you guys will really enjoy her. So check her out. Give her a follow. But let's make some noise when we get over there because she's always building something cool. I'll even stick around for a few minutes and see what she's up to. So let's start the raid. Get all 30 of you. 30? That's amazing. 30. We'd love for that to be a regular thing. Get you guys showing up here and engaging more stuff. Let's all say, what should we say? Let's why don't you guys just drop my last name? Let's use that as the notification. So everybody just run in there, all caps, drop my last name. Say it's like Blankenberg Raid or something like that, just to make some noise. So here we go. Time to go. Thank you guys again so much. I'll see you on Monday.